a big move. Abraham grew up with two other brothers in the city of Ur. He probably helped his father take care of the sheep, goats, and camels. He may have helped his father dig out large stones so a garden could be planted in the spring. Abram learned how to work hard and make good choices. His mother may have told him stories about Adam and Eve. She may have told him stories about Noah and the great big flood. And as Abram heard these stories over and over, he learned to love God and decided to serve him. But it wasn't easy for Abram to do. Many people in Ur made poor choices. Many of the people didn't believe in God. They even worshiped different kinds of idols. Abram's own father and aunts and uncles began worshiping idols. But even with idols in his own home, Abram still chose to love God and worship him. As Abram grew older, he learned to love God more and more. One day when Abram was an adult, God spoke to him. God said, "Abram, I want you to move away from your friends and family. I want you to move to a new land that I will show you. I want you to I will lead you to the new land where it is easy to worship me. I will take care of you. I will bless you." God promised. What would Abram do? Would he stay at home or would he follow God? Abram decided that he would follow God. Probably Abram and Sarai, his wife, began to get ready for the long trip. Bundles and baskets were packed with clothes and food and everything they would need for their new home. The bundles and baskets were loaded onto the donkeys and the camels for the long trip. There was also lots of sheep and goats and donkeys and camels to get ready for the long trip. Soon Abram and Sarai, his nephew Lot, and many servants were ready for the long trip to the new home. There were lots of hugs and maybe a few tears as Abram and Sarai said goodbye to all their friends and family. There was no trucks or trains to help Abram and Sarai move to their new home. Everyone had to walk or ride on the back of a donkey or camel. Abram and Sarah may have led large group of servants and animals along the dusty road that took them away from Ur and toward their new home. Traveling to their new home would take many, many days. With so many animals following them, they had to walk slowly, and there were many servants to care for all the animals. And many of the servants brought their families and all their bundles and baskets and clothes and food and supplies. It was a long caravan of people and animals that left Ur, all because Abraham had said, "I will follow God." Okay. Abram was happy to follow God. God says, "Those who follow in my ways are happy." Proverbs 8:32. To follow God means that you will do what God says we should do. When we are kind to someone, we are following God. When we share with our friends, we are following God. When we help our family at home, we are following God. When we follow God, we will be happy.